So good evening everybody and welcome to my latest film. As you can see, I'm on the beach, and not just any beach, I'm at a local beach, the one that's probably one of the most famous beaches, certainly in Lancashire and probably in the UK. So if the pier behind me didn't give it away, certainly the tower there will do. So tonight I've come to do a photograph with a little bit of difference. I've come to do a landscape photograph essentially, and I'm heading for the North Pier. And I've been waiting for many weeks, in fact probably years. It's been 2 years since I shot this pier in the conditions I'm looking for this evening. Last year I just didn't get the opportunity with work commitments and the tides at weekends being all wrong and the weather. But today it's looking pretty favourable. I think the only thing that I'm not so happy about is I would have preferred a little bit more cloud, but I think we're going to get a lovely sunset. There's not a lot of stuff on the horizon in terms of clouds, so fingers crossed we'll get something. But tonight's picture is not just about a photograph of the pier at sunset. There's a little bit of a surprise in store on this occasion. So for those of you that are interested in the settings that I've got for tonight's shoot, very unusual set of circumstances, so unusual settings to go with it. I've got a 28mm wide angle lens on. I want to get as much of the scene as I can as possible. I want the dynamic viewpoint of a wide angle lens tonight to capture the whole of the pier, or certainly the bottom end of the pier. So angle the camera upwards so I take advantage of the distortion effect of a wide angle lens. f4.5, very unusual for a landscape shot, and ISO is 1600. I'm on aperture priority this evening. I don't have any time to mess about with manual exposure. I want to just leave the aperture as wide open as possible because I'm going to be shooting as the sun's setting and beyond that, but I definitely need those speeds. You'll see why in a few minutes. So I've just shifted my position. I put a 0.6 neutral density filter on the top as well. As you can see, there's a big contrast difference between the sky and the sand. So what I've actually come to shoot tonight are roosting starlings, and this is the North Pier, and it's one of the best places where you can come, certainly in Lancashire, to see roosting starlings. The birds have already started gathering and I'm all set up. I've got the cable release on. I haven't got time for mirror lockup and 2-second timers in these situations. You've just got to grab the shots as and when the birds are in the best positions. It's really exciting. Already they're moving around in the sky above me, but eventually they'll congregate at that end, and that's where I want to grab my shot tonight, is when they're all moving around en masse. I don't know whether you can see that now, but there's already numbers just above the North Pier there, and yeah, exciting stuff. You've just got to wait and just keep grabbing the shots. There'll be a point where I'll get peppered with drop-ins, and at the moment there must be thousands over my head coming in. It's so exciting, it really is. Pray that I get that all fantastic shot. It's probably going to happen just as the sun dips below the horizon, so the light will get quite low, and that's the reason why I've got such a high ISO rating tonight. Got to grab that shot. There's one there already. Did you get that? That's just amazing. Fantastic. What I want to try and get is the moment when the birds temporarily land and then something spooks them and they'll come out again, and you get this big black mass just shooting out from the side of the pier. Just over to my left there on the coast, there's an enormous group just resting on the beach, and they're going up and coming down. I wish I could show them you. but they're also now going up and hopefully coming to join this group pretty quickly. It's just amazing. If you've never seen this, you really ought to. Keep worrying about that focus. Keep thinking, how have I got it focused right? Check it again. I'm actually focusing on the text where it says North Pier. That should do it. So far so good. Histogram looks good. Hear the oyster catchers calling under the pier. I don't know whether they feel a little bit unnerved by it all. There's a shot. Beautiful grouping to the left hand side there and over the actual the sign itself. The sky is just thick with them. All along the pier. Oh, it's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let me quickly just show you the pier. So just very, very quickly show you behind me there. Look at that. Absolutely jaw-dropping. What a spectacle. All around me. The sky above is filled with starlings. Absolutely stunning. Let's get some photographs. Looking really good. Moments like this, it makes you so glad to be alive, to be able to witness these natural events. I can't begin to think how many birds are in the sky right now. Keep an eye on those settings. We're now down to an 80th of a second at 4.5, so we're really losing the light. Huge numbers over there, huge numbers over there. Still a lot to happen. I'm gonna have to rack that ISO up a little bit now, I think. Back to 1600. I just need to keep myself in silhouette, unfortunately, otherwise you will not see the birds. I'm sure you'd rather see them than look at my mug talking about it. Can't be much more time left. It literally will be. It'll all happen very, very quickly. What I have noticed is that certainly more photographers than normal, and there's a lady I've just spoke to has said that for her there's a lot more this year than there has been last year. Now, I didn't get here last year, so I can't really comment, but there's certainly a lot. From the sounds of it, there's a lot of birds already under the structure. My hope is that something will spook them and they'll all come out again momentarily, but whether that'll happen, I don't know. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Amazing. Once again, the sky filling with birds. Just taking shots all the time. You see them peeling in on that right hand side there. A lot of birds just come back out, grab those. That's what we want. Oh, it's just spectacular. I think we could be tailing off a little bit now. There's a lot of birds under that pier right now. Unless something comes out, unless something spooks them, we've probably seen the best of it. That said, there's still a good few thousand up in the sky. Lovely evening. See them all peeling in now, all going in, that right hand side. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, I just love it. I love landscape photography, but when you mix that in with a bit of nature photography, there's nothing better. So I think that's definitely it. The last of the birds are finally going to the roost, and it's all coming to an end. What a fantastic experience this has been. I just love it. I always wonder why I don't come here more often. It truly is stunning, and I highly recommend it. But I just want to take the opportunity before it goes too dark, just to say thank you all again so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this short film. It has been a short one. It's been a really good experience. We could have done with a little bit more colour in the sky, but you can't have everything. What a place. So as always, if you enjoyed the film, please leave some comments below. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.